Vi sidder her med seniorprogrammøren for Gravel. Han arbejder mest i research and development, men han har vist os en masse ting med Gravel, og vi har haft en god samtale, og så tænker vi vil prøve at interviewe ham lidt. So,
hello.
Hello. Yeah, what was your name again?
Michele Caletti.
Yes. And you work with Milestone, which is an Italian company?
Yes, it's the biggest Italian studio for video games. We are specialized in racing games.
Yes. And this is Gravel, your new racing game. Can you tell us just shortly about it?
Well, it's something very new for us because we have done in the past years games like MotoGP or MXGP, so very simulation-oriented motorbikes games. This instead is very different because it's an arcade car game, completely off-road. It's a game that features lots of different environments, lots of variation. You'll be moving from Alaska to Polynesia, from different kind of tracks like racing in the wilderness or into a big stadium or in rallycross settings. So a game that features from rally cars to trophy tracks. It's an arcade game, an easy to pick up and play game aimed for those players who want a fresh experience for racing in an easy way.
Yeah, and what I noticed from your presentation was also your emphasis on the word playground, and from playing the game a little bit, I really feel like, did you really try to open the maps up for the world to feel more like a playground than like an actual racetrack?
Well, yes, because we have several game modes where you're going to race like in a checkpoint race where you have the track that expands a lot and you have to hit the gate, but you have your chance to take split routes. Then there are other game modes where you have to smash through the gates to pick the correct route. So it's like a big playground in the off-road world. So tons of game modes, tons of content to play with.
Yeah. I also noticed in your numbers you have like a really big part of the game. There's a lot of cars, there's a lot of tracks. Was that hard in development to make all these different things?
Yes, it's one of the first titles we've been making with the Unreal Engine 4. So it's something like we are experimenting a lot, finding new ways to take the most of the engine and finding ways to expand the way we think about racing. So it's a different take on the discipline and something that we are working on a lot. It's been a couple of years at least in development, so a big title aiming for arcade fans.
Yeah. The graphic doesn't really distinguish between track and where you can't go. Is that a big part of the game?
There are moments where it's not so clear because we are setting the races basically in the wilderness, but we are trying to help players with big signs, poles, so and even how the environment is constructed gives you subtle hints where to go, or not so subtle hints where to go. So you're moving through a forest, then to a beach, then through containers. So it's something like we've enjoyed to do in constructing a big playground environment where you have to change a lot of things you do and things you say.
Which really appealed to me. As far as I can tell, I really liked it. Yeah. And one final thing, I want to talk about the multiplayer because I read somewhere that you will feature some kind of capture the flag. Can you talk a bit more about the multiplayer?
Several game modes, like starting from the quick race to the championship. But we are also working on a couple of different game modes like capture the flag.
How does capture the flag work in a driving game?
You place the flag around the track, you start the race, you have to find the flag, you take it and you take to you steal it from the other place by smashing. And King Run is a variation on the theme where there are several crowns around the track, and the more the time you keep it on your head, the more points you make. Yeah. So it's a slight variation.
So it's time-based?
Yes.
Okay.
So we're experimenting in new ways of understanding the way we mean racing. So it's a very, very fresh approach for us.
And multiplayer will also feature like standard racing?
Yes, championships.
Yes. So Gravel, a great arcade game. Vi er virkelig spændte på at se det i fremtiden, så thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.